From the StreamYard Studios on YouTube, this is Jeopnerdy. And here's your host, John DeMarco.
Greetings, everyone, and welcome to this week's edition of Jeopardy! I'm glad you can join us. And with us, always, is Professor Brainy Specs, our intrepid game board designer and co-host.
Intrepid? I don't think anyone has introduced me that way before, John. Greetings, everyone.
I'll say a quick hello to everyone who's joining us so far in the chat, and then we'll go in after that, bring up our contestants for round one.
By the way, John,
yes.
What was that? Was that a hint, Intrepid?
It might be a hint, yes.
Okay.
I'll say hello, first of all, to Bird of Prey 5. He said that unfortunately he may not be able to join us tonight because he's not feeling well. So I hope he feels better soon.
Feel better, Bird.
So I say greetings to Mercer Create. Glad you're here. Hello also to the new president, Tokyo Trekker. Glad you could join us tonight. Welcome also to Thomas Potts. And glad you're here. Welcome also to Jay. And Deej Odyssey is warning us to fear the bunny. We'll see how that turns out in a few minutes. Greetings. And let me just take a quick scroll to make sure I didn't miss anybody. Say hello also to Resolute Germ. Glad you're here. Welcome to Gap After Dark and to Gorilla's Random Thoughts. I think that catches us up on the chat, and anybody else who joins us after this, we are, of course, glad you're here.
Which bunny are we supposed to fear?
Now, that's an interesting question. Maybe we'll find out when we bring up our contestants for round one, which
perhaps
we bring up Jay, Deej, and the incredibly awesome trivia spectacular of something or other. His name is so long it doesn't fit on the screen. Greetings.
That's right. I just like to say I woke up sick as a dog today, and I'm still here. So I'm thinking that Bird and the librarian have some sort of unholy pact going on.
Well, if you're sick, then we understand if you can't be here.
I'll still crush you, even in my weakened state.
And I'd like to just point out that I just got done being on a stream talking about Picard for the last 90 minutes, so my brain is broke.
What? I totally missed that.
Well, that's your usual state. You miss everything.
My ears are very plugged for some reason. I can't hear shit.
What?
Exactly.
I didn't know you could hear vowels.
We're already getting off to a great start tonight.
Oh, fantastic.
We are all, well, I was going to say we're all champions, but we can exclude Jay from that. He's not part of Bunnyland.
I think that's his advantage.
I forgive your blasphemy.
Gorilla's Random Thoughts wants to know, is someone on the panel snorting coke?
You might hear me munching on chicken wings. I'm sorry.
Well, I'm not snorting, but I am drinking cherry coke.
I'll move further away from the microphone.
So are we ready to begin in round one?
Mountain Dew is the best.
Yes, I'm ready to lose.
Jay, I'll forgive you for that statement.
Fight me. Mountain Dew is the best. No. I was a Coke fan until I found Mountain Dew when I was 10 years old.
I found Mountain Dew and went, ugh, that's horrible.
No.
Well, gentlemen, if you're ready to play, let's play.
Let's get
Jeopardy.
Our first category is changelings.
Uh-oh.
Crap.
What's this?
Yay.
Uh-oh.
Huh?
Uh-oh business.
TNG Season 7, one-word episode titles.
Shit.
Star Trek games. You will be identifying the game from a screenshot.
Oh my God, it's a category made for me.
Who said it? Enterprise NX-01.
Hey, something I might have a chance at.
Looks like this is an
Yay.
easy board.
Jay, you are first up.
Let's see. TNG for 300.
The Kess want to join the Federation, but the Prit do not.
Easy.
Yes.
I wouldn't. I'd pass it. Save yourself the humiliation of time running out. I'll pass. Oh, you heard him.
What is
Deej.
attached?
Oh. I thought you said
I
pass.
didn't hear
Oh
it.
my God.
No.
What was your...
I said what is attached. I didn't hear the buzzer.
I can't believe I got you with that.
Yes, Jay, that is correct, despite somebody else on the panel trying to sabotage you.
I should get points for that.
Negative points for that. And Thomas Potts is asking a question in the chat. Is that a Trek font that is in use? Indeed it is. In fact, if you didn't know, Jeopardy uses a Trek font.
Fascinating.
Deej, you're up.
Let's go with the Enterprise NX-01 for 100, please.
No, nobody likes that shit.
While weathering a neutronic storm, the crew of Enterprise took shelter in the catwalk located inside these parts of the ship.
Oh, that's easy.
Yeah, what is the nacelles?
That's correct.
You should have passed
Well done, Deej.
That'll be the only thing I get right all night.
that. All right.
I think you'll do better than that, Deej. The other bunny, it's your turn.
We are going to go with one-word titles for 500 to block the 1,000.
Faced with a diplomatic reception, Worf engages in a tactical delay.
I don't even understand the question. Let me think.
Champions would.
A tactical delay.
Mm-hmm.
Diplomatic reception. I don't even remember any reception things. Oh, shit. Pass.
Jay.
What is liaisons?
Yeah.
That's correct.
Jay, you got the lead and control.
TNG for 400.
No! I was going to pick that one too. Damn it. I'm so angry.
All right, Jay, you have the lead. You have 1,100 points that you can bet up to that amount.
True daily double.
True daily double.
1,100. Wow.
1,100 points.
Identify this episode.
What kind of cake are you eating?
Oh.
It is a cellular peptide cake with mint frosting.
Um, mm, mm, mm. Don't know.
Yep, that was Phantasms.
Categories reminding me how much I did not like the last season.
There were
I
some good
should have known
episodes.
not to do it.
All right, Deej, you've got the lead at 200 points. You're in control.
Yeah, that's a shocker. Let's go with Enterprise NX-01 for 200, please.
Enterprise filled the role of command ship for a sensor grid composed of Vulcan, Tellarite, and Andorian ships designed to locate this Romulan vessel.
Pass.
Bunny, Cinnabon. Incredible, awesome, trivia, spectacular.
Did it have
Whatever.
a proper name? Because I'm just here to say, what is the Romulan drone ship?
That is correct. I was just looking for a general description.
Oh, well, hell.
I was gonna say, I never heard the name.
I thought it was
Sweet.
asking for an episode.
Oh, sorry, Deej.
Heck yeah. All right.
All right, we got a tie. An incredible, awesome, trivia, spectacular. You may be able to break it here. Your
We're
turn.
gonna keep blocking the 1,000. So we're gonna take
course.
this away from Deej and go with Enterprise for 500.
Hey.
After departing Earth, Enterprise traveled at warp 5 for this amount of time to reach the Expanse.
Oh no. Oh no, I'm gonna have to pass.
Jay.
Pass.
Deej.
I'm gonna guess it's 3 months.
Oh, it couldn't go that long. Pass.
It was 7 weeks.
7 weeks. Almost 3 months.
No,
Not even close.
that's about a month and a half, or maybe just over that.
Maybe if you're using Federation units.
Oh, this is Star Trek. Jay, it's your turn.
TNG 200.
Barclay turns into a spider.
Oh man. This one was directed by the incredible Gates McFadden. I think, right? Yeah.
I believe so.
What is Genesis?
Genesis is correct.
Was that a clue? I shouldn't give clues. I just get so excited to show off my Trek knowledge.
Uh-huh. Deej.
Enterprise NX for 400.
400.
Enterprise's first run-in with a Tellarite resulted in Archer being abducted by this bounty hunter.
Pass.
Incredible, awesome, trivia, spectacular.
I'm with a Tellarite. Rescued what resulted in Archer being abducted. I will pass.
Jay.
Pass.
Wow.
No, Germ, it wasn't dog.
It was Scalar.
Good old Sklar. I'm sure this is going to be some really obscure game, so I'm going to go with games for 500. Yep. It looks like an interplay game, though. So I'm going to guess and go with what is Klingon Academy.
That's correct.
Sweet.
Good guess.
He cheated.
I am the game master.
And Mr. President was rooting you on in the private chat, if you didn't notice. All right, Jay.
Who set it for 500?
We familiarized ourselves with all the bridge officers, Ensign.
Pass.
Deej.
You know, I kind of think I know this one, but I don't want to take a chance on going into
Preemptive pass.
So I'm passing.
Bunny. Cinnabon.
Also
Awesome
passing.
trivia. I don't know what to call you. Your name's too long.
It was Major Hayes.
Yep.
You
Son of
may
a
call me
bitch.
the champion.
Well, you're not, so. Deej, it's your turn.
Let's close out Enterprise with 300.
Archer once had an argument with this captain, one of the designers of the NX class, about installing weapons on Enterprise, but Archer later admitted the other officer was right.
I believe it was probably Jeffrey Combs.
Pass.
Awesome trivia, spectacular.
Um.
I'll just call you trivia.
Pass.
Jay.
You're going to bite yourself in the butt. Who is Captain Jeffries?
Bingo.
It was
Yep.
Jeffrey Combs. Wow.
Trivia. You got the lead and control.
Let's go games for 400. No, it's gonna be two, either one or two. Let's see. I'm gonna go with Can't tell what's on the screen. God dang it. The graphics do look pretty terrible. So what is Star Trek 25th anniversary?
Nicely done.
Jay, you're up.
Who set it for 400?
Due to Chief Engineering Officer Scott's euphoric state of mind, I am assuming command of the Enterprise.
Who is Uhura?
That's right.
Nicely done.
Uh-oh.
All right, let's
Each?
go with Changelings for 100.
Allegedly, no changeling had ever harmed another prior to Odo, for which the Great Link leveled this sentence against him.
What is banishment?
That is incorrect.
Yeah.
What is
Trivia.
turned into a solid?
That's right.
They took away his ability to sleep inside Kira.
Well, that's one way to put it.
That was his bucket.
Trivia, it's your turn.
I think we'll continue. Well, no. You know what? We need to take away the 500, so we'll do that one for changelings.
Laws shared the founder's distrust of humanoids, and he often referred to them by this term that emphasized they were limited to a single appearance.
What are monoforms?
That's correct.
That was awesome. Heck yeah.
Thomas, that's funny. Jay, your turn.
Who set it for 300?
Well, I think Jake fancies himself something of a matchmaker.
I think this one's deceptively easy.
Who is Cisco?
That is incorrect.
Well, I'm
Each.
wrong.
Yeah, I can see her face, but I can't remember her damn name. I pass.
Trivia.
I will also pass, but I thought it was Cisco too.
Oh.
That was Cassidy Yates.
Cassidy. I knew it was her. I just couldn't think of the name, and I wasn't screwing it up and going negative.
I'm
Man.
surprised Trivia didn't get it after you said her.
Huh?
Deej,
Well, I was
you're
going
up.
to guess it, but I'd like to preserve my lead.
Let's go
Sure.
with Changelings for 200, and yes, Resolute, I am an idiot.
He was highly skeptical of the use of blood tests to detect changelings, commenting, "There isn't a test that's been created that a smart man can't find his way around."
Oh, I know that one.
I thought I knew who this was until you did that last line, so I'm going to pass.
Trivia.
Wait, do I need to know his real first name?
Yes.
Shit. Damn it. Man, why? Daddy Cisco, come on. All right, fine.
Who,
Jay.
mine. Who is Joseph Cisco?
That is correct.
Deej.
Big Daddy Cisco should have worked.
Which
Trivia.
turn is this?
Well, it's currently Trivia's turn.
No, is it?
It is.
I will take games for
I can't keep
300.
straight. Thomas keeps hitting me in the head.
Well, all you have to do is look down at the lower left corner. Trivia, games for 300.
See. That one is, what is Star Trek A Final Unity?
That's right.
It's all the easy ones.
Jay.
200 for who said it.
I never lie when I've got sand in my shoes, Commodore.
Oh,
Who is Geordie LaForge?
That's correct.
bonus points if you can name the Centurion and the Commodore's name.
Bakra.
I was kidding about the bonus points, but okay.
All right, who said it for 100?
I choose the danger.
Oh, jeez. Pass.
Really?
Yes,
Trivia.
I can't remember that one.
Oh, man. All right. Who is McCoy?
That's correct.
He's the one.
As long as I stay in the positive numbers and not negatives, I'm happy.
That's true.
All right, Trivia, you got the lead and control.
I will go with games for 200. It's probably some ridiculously weird one. Oh, no. It's one of the... They're on... Which one are they? Oh, they're on the... Are they on Voyager? I'm trying to see the background screen. You need to enhance. Zoom and enhance. Looks like they're on... What is Elite Force?
That's correct.
1.
I wasn't going to be picky about the number.
Jay?
I guess we didn't need to zoom and enhance that.
I guess not.
Now I can't unzoom my screen.
Changeling 400.
I changed and impersonated this ambassador in an attempt to provoke a war between the Federation and the Zenkethi.
Pass.
Pass.
Deej.
I pass.
Trivia.
I don't know his name, so pass. My screen is forever zoomed in. I can't unzoom my screen. All I can literally see are the people on the panel right now.
Oops. The answer was Krasinski, by the way.
Deej. Deej.
I'm trying to think. Let's take that last Star Trek game. Get it out of the way so somebody can still answer it.
Oh, this is the one John played.
Pass.
What is
Trivia.
Starship Creator?
That's correct.
And you have control, trivia.
All right, we will go with Changelings for 300.
With a changeling loose in the Defiant, Odo explained that if you scan him while he had the form of this object, you detect the object.
What is a rock?
That's correct.
And Jay, you get the last clue.
Worf wins first place, wins 9th place, or doesn't attend the Batleth tournament on Forcus 3.
Oh, man.
What is parallels?
That's correct.
Awesome. 4,900.
Well, Jay, you may have a chance here. Deej, you might have a chance.
Yeah.
All right. There is the link to the Cosmo Buzz Room.
I won the main round. That's all that matters. This Final Jeopardy is just extra.
And let's reveal our category for Final Jeopnerdy.
Kalis, the Unforgettable.
I'm going to run down the scores as the two bunnies log into Cosmo Buzz. Trivia, incredible, awesome trivia, spectacular, has 4,900 points. Jay, you have 2,000 points. Deej has 100 points. Yes, I see we have main round winner
That's right.
in the Cosmo Buzz, as well as Deej. If you'll please enter how much you'd like to bet.
You really need me to. All of it.
I wish I could do that, Deej.
Kalis. Oh no, that might be a mistake.
Hey, I put in my actual points.
Risk
Jay,
is
I
part
don't-
of the game, crewman. We can't bet zero.
Jay, I don't know if you want to try
I
going
tried.
to Discord.
It would probably knock me out of this thing.
Sorry.
You don't want to try it?
0 points.
Okay.
Words. Kalis would be very upset.
This is rigged. Jeff won't let me bet Cinnabon's points.
I bet them for you.
I was trying to bet them for me too. Uh-oh, Bird of Prey's cursing in the chat.
Why?
All right, let's reveal our clue.
Kor recounted how Kalis used his batleth to skin the Serpent of Zal, harvest his father's field, and carve this.
Players, you have 30 seconds. Kapla!
I think this one's easy. I think I guessed it right. I hope so. Because that will give me a lot of points. 8,000, 9,800 points. Which would probably be the highest point count ever in the history of Jeopardy.
Okay, Jay, what is your response?
Nothing. Don't know.
All right, see how we did here. Deej, you had 100 points going into Final Jeopardy. Your response was?
What is Cinnabon's date for last night?
That is incorrect, I'm afraid.
My date
And
stood me up last night. I'm very sad.
You bet 100. Dropping it down to 0.
Opening up old wounds.
Jay, you had 2,000 points. And your response was, you didn't know. And you bet 0.
Come on.
So you stay at 2,000.
Be right.
And Incredible Awesome Trivia Spectacular, you had 4,900 points in the lead. Your response?
Come on.
Statue.
Come on.
Yes, it was statue. All right.
Yes.
I was hoping for a little bit more detail from that, but I guess that's close enough.
Let's go.
Cinnabon's date last night was a statue.
You bet.
I thought it was a blown up doll.
Giving you 9,800 points. You are the champion for once.
Rigged.
Incredible. Awesome Trivia Spectacular champion.
And yes, Bird is correct. The full answer was a statue of his beloved.
Which is a statue. So that counts.
Yes,
And which is a statue that Cinnabon could have dated.
There's nothing to... Never mind. We'll keep it PG-13.
I think John was being lenient. I would have given it to you.
I would have took it away too. Statue's too vague.
You suck.
I at least narrowed it down to your date, which was female.
No date statues, only real dolls.
John, do you have any players for third round?
Yes, it looks like we have 2 players backstage. So Incredible Awesome Trivia Spectacular would have the option to defend his title at round 2 if he would like.
I would love to defeat more players.
Oh, sounds good.
I can get the heck out of here and not suck again.
Can you put me in the background, John?
Yeah, I'll put you backstage.
One of them is going to be one-word episode titles for DS9. And then probably the Enterprise one will change to Enterprise Original Series 1.
You got it all figured out, do you?
It's my guess. I always guess the categories.
Hello, everyone.
Welcome, crewman and President Tokyo.
Sweet. Nice play, Sin. Nice play.
Heck yeah. 9,800. Put it in the Guinness book.
Well, no, you still got a top 11,000.
I don't recognize that score.
Nobody recognized it until I got it.
Well, if you add
It's
up
not
all of
impossible.
his scores from the last, 5 weeks, then, he has 9,800 points total
It's called
for 5 weeks.
It's called being consistent.
That's true.
Consistency is key.
Cinnabon, the game, Elite Force, that was the game the name I was trying to remember of the game that I was talking about on your live stream. I was talking about Star Trek Online, but then I started talking about that game, but I couldn't remember the name. So that
Gotcha.
was yeah.
It's a good game.
Yeah, cool.
One of my favorite Star Trek games.
Have you got it at the moment on your computer?
Yep, I've got both of them.
Cool.
And John, you could have been specific with that, because that was definitely too. The graphics were better. They had the First Contact uniforms, and that was the Enterprise.
That makes sense, though I wasn't confident enough personally to know for sure if it was 1 or 2.
Sorry, the background clearly had the Voyager on it, not the
yeah, but you can tell the graphics between 1 and 2.
And what's his name wasn't? I don't think what's his name was in the second game.
I actually like the first one better.
love
Thomas, I'm
both.
not lying. And thanks, Deej, for playing. Sorry, Tokyo.
That's okay. It's fun having Deej on. But yeah, no, I love both those games. So I'm like, I played them back and forth. I used to mod them.
The first game was fun because you could walk around the ship and
Kill Janeway.
and kill Janeway and destroy the ship by shooting the warp core.
Yeah. You killed. I found a bug where I killed Janeway with the photon torpedo launcher, and then Janeway came to chide me. Break.
Thomas, I also thought that was the first game.
I think it was.
Hang on, wasn't
The
100%
room
sure.
where they gear up was different. It had like 3 rows of lockers inside of it.
I thought, hang on, wasn't that game called 25th Anniversary for the 25th anniversary of the franchise? I thought Voyager hadn't come out at that point.
We're talking about a different game now.
Oh,
You're talking about a
sorry.
different game.
Oh,
Talking about a
Elite
very
Force.
different game. Yeah, we're talking about Elite Force.
Okay, sorry.
No, the two that look the same are Judgment Rights and 25th Anniversary, but that's why I said look at the views. That's why I said look at the view screen. You can tell the difference. The planets look completely different.
I like both those games. Those were fun.
I did too. I'm more partial to Judgment Rights though.
I never finished either one.
Dude, you got to finish Judgment Rights. It's awesome.
Yeah, it really is.
Ship combat sucks.
It got better in Judgment Rights.
What era is Judgment Rights set in?
Late 90s.
Mid 90s.
It was like 96.
No, like in universe, what era?
TOS.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, it was actually mid 90s, wasn't it? It was still on.
Yeah.
It was still on 3.5-inch discs.
Yeah,
93 or 4.
And they were trying to push Secret of Vulcan Fury.
Oh yeah, I remember that game.
Looked awesome, but then
I've never heard of that game.
it was an interplay game that was being produced. DC Fontana wrote the entire game. The entire cast was back, and then I think Interplay hit its financial trouble at the same time that Jimmy Doohan died.
We should talk about this afterwards because we're probably angering the audience.
Yeah, we're probably going to get another flag on the play delay game.
Well, are you all ready to play?
Of course.
Yep.
Let's play.
My prediction is
Jeopnerdy.
incorrect.
Elite Force 2 had me mad. I broke my disc in half, Thomas.
Starting off with Gangsters.
Oh man.
DS9 Season 7, one-word episode.
500
titles.
points. Heck yeah.
Yeah, Sin gets 500 points for that.
No.
Star Trek novels by Peter David.
Oh no, my category's gone.
Beta cannon.
Oh, I'm not good with novels.
Who is being spoken to?
Ah.
Oh no, I should have just quit while I was ahead.
The USS Defiant.
Oh.
NX-74205.
Which one?
That's a cheat.
The
first one.
The first one with that registry number.
With the
With or without the cloak? Okay. I was going to say with or without the cloak.
Who's him, huh?
Is it too late to have Jay come in?
Trivia. You're up first.
We'll go
as
with
returning champion.
We'll go with the Defiant for. No, wait. I'm very concerned about it.
Can we pull some things?
Titles either.
Someone's
we'll go with DS9 titles for 300.
You said you need to pause for a second.
Okay.
There's somebody fighting in the back of crewman's background.
Oh, I'd already done that. Oh, sorry. What did it happen? Oh no, I've got it back. Sorry, guys. Someone came to my door, but they've gone now.
All right.
Okay.
No problem. Gave me time to think about it. So we're gonna go with DS9 titles for. You know what? We should probably block the 500 right away. So we'll do that one.
Sorry, crewman. That was just Starfleet coming to check on their classified documents.
Season 7, one-word episode titles for 500. Is that correct?
Yes.
Nice one, Tokyo.
Seeing that Odo is bringing back 2 presents from a conference for Kira, O'Brien realizes that he didn't get anything for Keiko.
Oh, no.
Preemptive pass, by the way, just in case.
I mean, it's, I don't know
Message
why O'Brien
received.
was sad. I mean, you should never get anything for Keiko. Should have brought her. The only thing you should have brought her were divorce papers.
With a side of cannabis.
What's wrong
She
with
loves her plants.
Keiko?
Dang it! I don't know this one. I will have to pass.
Tokyo passes. Crewman.
I'm gonna live dangerously and guess Dr. Bashir.
Looking for the name of the episode, by the way.
Oh, sorry. Can I pass?
Yes, you can pass. It's fine.
Sorry.
That was
I
Chimera.
I thought it was the who said what the who's.
That was the episode with the other changeling, right?
Yes.
Oh,
Sorry,
man. I should have known that. I got that right last game.
Now, trivia. Thomas has a message for you. He says the champion should stream Trek games.
I saw that.
All right.
Indeed.
Just want to make sure you saw it.
Yeah.
President Tokyo. It's your turn.
This has actually been twisted around. This is the hardboard. Good job, John. That's a compliment. That is a compliment, by the way. Who's being spoken to, for crying out loud, for 500?
Yeah, I thought it was that category before. Sorry.
She's designed for 1/4 impulse, but I've been able to squeeze a little more out of her.
What?
Oh, gosh, what is his name?
Riker talking to Troy.
No, it's not. It's one I definitely know crewman will not get because it's one of those non-canon shows. What the heck was that kid's
It's
name?
not Discovery.
Oh, man, I do not remember his name. I'm passing. I'm sorry.
Crewman.
President's prediction was correct. Pass.
Trivia.
His name was Kel.
Yeah. And I watched that episode a little while ago, too. Great episode, though.
Crewman?
I'm going to pick spoken to for 200, please.
Oh, it's just Garrick. Plain, simple Garrick.
Oh, man. It's probably the only one I know in this category.
You'll probably get it.
Dr. Bashir?
That is
Who's
correct.
Dr. Bashir?
Yep.
First one on the board is the crewman.
It's criminal.
So,
We're gonna have to
Go
go
Starfleet back to his house.
what was that about the criminal? Before the comment about Starfleet, what did you say about the criminal? I missed it.
I said the crewman's the first one on the board.
Oh, okay.
crewman criminal.
Just goes to show if Earth Force is better than Starfleet. Because I'm
We
an
have to
Earth
go
Force.
Bless
with
you.
another block. So we're gonna go with 400 for spoken to.
Oh.
A very impressive title. I have no idea what it means, but it sounds very impressive.
Shit. I can. I recognize the line, but I don't remember what episode it's from, or who is being spoken to at the moment. Let me think. Can we pause the time?
No, we cannot.
You're gonna kick yourself for this if this is what I'm thinking it is.
Yes, I know. I feel like it's deceptively easy, and it's not coming to me. And that timer is too fast.
President Tokyo.
Who's Captain Janeway?
That's correct.
That was a line from Neelix from Caretaker.
Why
Yeah.
am I thinking that this was all like DS9 quotes for some reason? I was trying to think of a DS9 character. Now I know it's not.
It is not. It doesn't say that in the category
Because I
title.
was thinking of the other one, the DS9 one-word title.
Well, champions wouldn't do that.
Well, you got two
President
DS9 categories
Tokyo.
there, and it's like scaring
Popped up
everybody.
on Nitro.
Spoken to for 3.
This is Captain William T. Riker of the USS Enterprise.
Who is everybody on the view screen?
Yeah. Oh man, this should have been the $500 question because this could have been, who is everybody on the bridge of the Enterprise, if I'm not mistaken. So I'm going to pass them.
Crewman.
The captain in.
I'm gonna pass.
You're passing?
Yeah.
All right, so
Trivia.
Parallels, Future Imperfect, and then
Mhm.
also, what other one was the captain in? Man, I forgot, this third timer goes so fast.
Correct response is Locutus of Borg.
Yeah.
Could have been a scene in Parallels with that, if I'm not mistaken.
I don't think he ever said that exact line in Parallels.
One of the Captain Rikers who was, I think the Captain Riker who was getting assimilated or about to be assimilated by the Borg. I have to watch that episode again. I got my Netflix back. I can watch it again.
All right, crewman. You're tied for the lead, and you have control.
We'll finish off the spoken to category, please.
No.
Ron?
I'm sorry, I lagged out there for a minute.
That's all right. I think you're lagging again. Are you still with us, John?
My name is
My name-
pronounced Data. You called me Data.
Thank you for that.
I was just about to read it.
Who was Dr. Pulaski?
That's correct.
Trivia.
I am curious about this gangsters one, so we'll go with 100.
Picard borrowed a Tommy gun from one of this holographic gangsters.
Who is Nicky the Nose?
That is correct.
We should take the points away from him because he didn't let you finish.
I was excited.
That used to be against the rules.
Well, technically on the game show, you couldn't buzz in until after the clue was read. This is
I
turn-based.
thought it was going to be
It's a
all
little bit
questions
different.
about the TNG gangster episode, and that would have been screwed.
All right, President Tokyo.
TOS episode.
Let's go for a block, just in case. Defiant for 5.
What's my next one?
Eddington planted this in the Defiance computer system, which resulted in the ship's memory cores being wiped.
Something tells me computer virus wouldn't work.
It is a computer virus. I just remember if it was like a cascading virus. What is a cascading virus? I'm going to go for the guess. Why not? It's only going to be minus 100 if I'm wrong. What is a cascading virus?
That is correct.
Ooh.
Nicely done.
Watch it, Deej, and you're oh my.
Crewman, your turn.
I'm going to go Defiant for 100, please.
This officer was so taken with the Defiant that he decided to move his quarters from the station to the ship.
It was Lieutenant Commander Wolf.
That's correct.
Man, we need some points.
Trivia. Your turn.
What is Emissary for 100? Oh, that's
What?
season 7.
Season 7.
Never mind.
We should take 1,000 points away from you for that.
I wasn't reading the damn question. That was just one word titles for DS9. So let's just do that one for 100 anyway. Even though I don't remember a lot of those episode names.
Ducat leads a Paw Wraith cult on Empire
Shit.
Nor.
Oh
No,
no.
that's not the answer. Should we take his
Oh,
feelings as the
man.
answer?
I knew I should have just not stayed. I should have stayed away from this one. I don't like this episode. That's why I forgot its name. So we're gonna have to pass.
President Tokyo.
I don't. It's not coming to me right now. Pass.
Crewman.
Pass.
Anger every DS9 fan out there by passing.
It's
on it.
Covenant.
Now I remember.
Is Bird out there shouting at his monitor?
Probably.
Yeah.
President Tokyo.
Defiant for 4.
Man, pick one of the harder categories so I can get some points.
Yeah,
I need these.
I might have to.
I want to do.
Unbeknownst to Starfleet operations, the Defiant was equipped with this component that played a key role in the battle with the Lakota.
What is a wharf?
What is a blade of armor?
That is correct.
I don't know why Starfleet operations wouldn't know. It's a bit weird.
Yeah, that was one. Well, Leighton crapped his pants over it, so apparently Cisco didn't say anything.
Crewman, it's your turn.
Oh no, I'm sorry.
Defiant for 3, please.
Man,
Officially, the Defiant was classified as this type of vessel. Unofficially, she was a warship. Nothing more, nothing less.
What is an escort vessel?
That's correct.
Nicely done.
so
Thank you.
I get
Trivia.
400 if I get this
They
one.
teach that in boot camp, don't they, crewman?
Weak.
They do. Absolutely.
All right, fine. Defiant. No. You know what? We're going big. Gotta go big. We're gonna go with shit.
Novels.
Why don't you take Emissary for 200?
No, I want Emissary for 400, please.
400.
There we go. Well, come on. Dang it.
Ben proposes to Cassidy using a piece from his model house as a ring.
Oh no. It was one of the last ones. Oh no. Was this really only a one-word title?
Preemptive pass.
I could have swore this was more than
Preemptive
one
pass.
word. So it's obviously not the episode I was thinking of. It was one of the it was in the final 10. Damn you, pass.
Tokyo's passing, and I think Crewman said he's passing.
Yes.
Is that correct?
That's
You're gonna
correct.
know it the second you put it up. Yeah, penumbra.
Yeah. It just wasn't coming to me when I was thinking about it.
All right, President Tokyo, you have an 800-point lead and control.
Let's do what the Breen succeeded in doing in destroying the Defiant.
No.
No destroying the Defiant.
I needed
With
that
Dominion forces occupying Deep Space Nine, the Defiant primarily operated out of this station.
What was the... This is the 200. Yeah, because this was mostly season 5 and 6 out of the
one. It
Star.
was regular one.
Yeah, but what was the number of the Bloody Starbase?
Starbase regular one.
Starbase 666. I gotta pass because it's not coming to me, and it's like it could have been named Star Trek Starbase Nantuka. Pass.
Crewman, trivia.
Pretty sure it was regular one, but I'm gonna have to pass.
It was Starbase 375.
375. Bloody 375.
Crewman,
Books. You want books for 500?
No, I do not.
Wolf goes too soon. 25 years. I think we're safe.
Gangsters for 2.
Gangsters for 2.
This holographic character took over Vic Fontaine's lounge as part of a Jack in the Box.
Oh.
So $200 question?
No, pass.
Trivia.
We're talking about the main character guy or like the boss guy that came in at the end?
The main character was in most of the episode.
Yeah, that's what I figured. But I forgot his name anyway.
Tokyo.
He was O'Brien's eye patch guy, if I'm not mistaken. I probably am. I'm
Oh,
going to pass.
with that clue, I would have got it.
It was Frankie Eyes.
Oh no, it wasn't.
I thought that was the guy that came in at the end. Like the big boss guy.
His name was like Mr. Zemo or something like that.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
Trivia. Got some work to do.
Oh, Mommy, you're leaving soon. Don't forget to undo my feet.
Who's Bird of Prey 5?
Sorry, whose turn is it?
Sins.
It's Cinnabon. Trivia.
Oh, I thought it was someone else's turn. Sorry. We're gonna go with.
Not paying attention again, I tell you.
Told you. Very
Lack of
hopped up on
concentration.
meditation
Well,
right now.
I was guilty.
Champions would fight through it and win.
I'm gonna go. I want to know what this novel one is. You know what? I should concentrate on points, huh? You know what? Screw that. We're gonna go with the novel one for 500. There we
Can
go.
we pause for a minute? I need to step away.
I'm gonna assume this is a Star Trek. No, Star Trek Redacted. A mission of peace could trap Spock halfway across the galaxy forever. I don't know. Pass.
Isn't it? Tokyo.
All right, it's not what is Michael Burnham's revenge. I'm going to pass.
Truman?
He's called for a pause before we continued, and it was ignored.
Oh,
Well, the question started before he said it.
I believe he said pass.
Yeah.
I believe he said, what is Star Trek something? And he got it wrong, so that's minus 500 points.
No.
Fucking Love Slave 2.
That's what I believe he said.
Nice, Rez. Nice.
That was called The Rift, by the way.
Are we taking a pause?
Because we're going to pause until he gets back.
We are.
I really need to empty my bladder. I'll be right back.
And while we're on this pause,
TMI.
I'll mention that Darren Wagner is correct that the Starbase that we know as Regular One was actually first in the motion picture, but then they
Indeed, it
turned it
was.
upside down.
Nice catch, Darren. And welcome.
Indeed.
He was 100% right.
Could you help me with the headphones? I think they're waiting for me.
And by the way, if anyone would like to join us in the third round coming up after we're done here, you can go ahead and click on that link in the top of the chat.
There might be only one slot left, depending on whether or not I win.
Yeah. Okay. Sorry, guys. I needed help with Mum before she had to leave, so sorry to hold you up. Is it my turn?
Okay, we're on pause right now.
Oh, okay. Sorry.
No problem.
It's all right.
Cool.
Yeah,
Are you ready
It's got
to continue?
Oh, yeah, I'm ready now. Yeah.
Okay, we're waiting on trivia to come back.
Okay.
He's peeing on his newspapers right now.
Two is away.
Wow, John, I don't know. That might be a compliment. We're being called not toxic.
So, hang on. I'll just be a second, guys.
I've returned. Is urine supposed to be red? No, I'm just kidding.
Are we good?
I'm good.
I
just need to.
Crewman is muted for some reason.
I see that Thomas said in the chat he thinks he should let Mr. President see the last clue. Are you able to do that, Professor?
Yes, I can bring it back. Which one was that?
That was the novels 500.
Okay.
Did you hear what we were talking about when we were doing this one, crewman?
No.
Okay. Did you have a guess on that?
No. Pass.
Okay.
Thank you, Thomas. Though, yeah, the correct response for that one, in case you didn't see it, it was the Rift.
Okay. I'm not very good with novels at all. I don't know what we're gonna do if it's the last category.
All right, President Tokyo.
I will take New Frontiers for 100. Oh, this one
Are they having a lightsaber battle? It looks like it.
is.
Almost does, doesn't it?
This was a really good one.
It was.
It was
I
really
enjoyed
good.
it.
Does it confirm the Squire of Gothos is a Q?
Yes, and it also Trelane. Spoiler alert! I'm going to let the timer now because I'm going to pass. Trelane is actually Q's son in this novel.
Crewman.
Oh wow! Okay.
It's the Empire Strikes Back.
Pass. I don't read any
Trivia.
novels. So.
I don't read. We've established that.
Yeah, that's obvious.
I'm going to kick myself when this answer is revealed.
Unless it's an audiobook, I can't consume it.
Yeah, I forget.
You squared.
You know, I was that's definitely what I was going to say. The only thing was I thought that was the name of an episode, so I didn't say it.
It was, but they used a 2 instead. In Voyager.
Yeah,
Queen or Squire, like the Squire.
Man, I am definitely kicking myself. I should have answered that. Son of a beep. It's a children's show. Got to keep. Or a family show. I got to keep.
All right, we're gonna gamble with this again.
Well, it's Crewman's turn.
Oh. Well, Crewman's gonna gamble this and go with not novels for 400.
No, he's not.
That pass was awesome, by the way, Sin. He's just like Jay.
I'm gonna go gangsters for 3.
The civilization on Sigma Iosha 2 based their entire culture on Chicago mobs of the 20s, a book that had been left behind by this ship.
Oh, I don't remember the ship name.
I'm going to guess, what is the Exeter?
That is incorrect.
Trivia.
Sweet. I'm going to have to pass to stay in the positive.
Tokyo.
It's not coming to me.
Intrepid?
Passing?
Yes.
That was the Horizon.
See? I'm screwed.
You know, Bunny, you should broaden your horizons by reading.
I thought this entire category was going to be about that episode. No, that's why I was frightened of it.
Trivia.
All right, so now we are going to gamble and hope I get this at least one of these and go with DS9 episode titles for we have to block the big one for 300.
Brad Wolf.
Admiral Patrick does not tolerate any stupid questions.
Oh, man. What was that episode called?
I love this clue.
The stupid clue.
I don't remember Admiral Patrick.
Oh, man. I'm going to hit myself.
Where's the deflector control room, SpongeBob?
But I'm going to have to pass.
President Tokyo.
The episode is not called SpongeBob. I'm going to pass.
Crewman.
Sorry,
Crewman.
just saying goodbye to my mum. I'm passing.
That was from Chrysalis.
DS9 episode titles don't stick in my head for some reason.
Taking over Babylon 5, are we? I object.
That's what I thought too.
Yeah.
President Tokyo. Sorry.
Sorry, that was a whole ritual for what's her name?
Go on.
Novels for 2. Yeah. Oh man, another one I want to kick myself for because I don't remember this one.
Really, I thought this one should have been the 100.
Yeah, probably. No, because New Frontiers should have been 100. The collective book there. Pass.
Freeman.
Sorry, hang on. I've got to ask my mum something. Hang on.
I don't think I achieved the cool.
It's got Troy on it. I'm bet it's called Imsadi or something stupid.
Son of
Yeah,
a-
that's my guess. That's my guess, Imzadi.
It's an excellent guess.
Yeah, don't
Damn it!
worry.
I thought your headphones were muted.
Can I just say something to ease everyone's angst? I was already gonna guess it before Cinnabon blurted it out because I knew that it was Riker's nickname for Troy, so I was already gonna guess it. So don't worry too much.
I don't believe it.
It's
I do.
true.
I do too.
I've got
Give
no way
50
to.
points,
I've
please.
got no way to prove it, but it's Scout Summer. I was already gonna guess it.
I don't even read books and I got it. I should get points for that.
I just took a quantum torpedo to the side of my butt for that one. I cannot believe that didn't come to me. Ugh.
Crewman, are you ready to continue?
Books for 400.
It's your turn.
We'll finish the DS9 season.
It's probably going to be the only one I would know, too. Thanks.
Esri helps Garrick with his claustrophobia.
Oh, thank God.
Yeah. I know the episode, but I can't think it.
It's because DS9 episodes don't stick in your head.
No, I'm going to pass. I was going to guess it,
Trivia.
but I'm scoring pretty low.
Trying to think. But I will pass.
President Tokyo.
What is pass?
After Image.
Yeah, man. DS9 just had weird titles.
Deej, for that remark right there about Esri being hotter than Jetsia, I'm going to start dodging rocks right now because I believe you, and I'm going to get stoned for that.
They both have
I actually agree.
their hotness qualities.
They both did have theirs, but Esri
I will
was
go
my type.
with
Hang on. Sorry, Tokyo. Could you repeat that? I didn't quite hear it. No, I'm shocked.
He said Tobin Dax was the hottest Dax.
Esri was the hottest Dax, crewman.
You're insane. You're insane. No,
Well, I don't know. I tend to agree with him.
No, just
There we go.
easily, but you can't.
That's 3.
Trivia, it's your turn.
I feel like the Daily Double is going to be this 500 one.
I feel
probably avoid it.
I feel
400
sorry for the
for
share
gangsters.
got the consolation prize.
Damn it! Are you? Come on! I didn't want the Daily Double this time. All right, 200, 500.
Well, you get 500.
On the video, you should be okay with it.
Yeah, right.
Identify this lone shark / resistance fighter.
You're welcome.
Oh, for God's sake! This was Tony Fats. Tony. Pretty sure his name's Tony because all gangsters' names are Tony.
Not always. There's Nikki.
Was it? Is that a
Don't
hint?
listen to him, Sin.
Who is Mickey? Tony.
Mickey Tony.
Mickey.
Oh yeah, you got to guess. It's a Daily Double.
Tony. Mickey the Fat Man. The meat man. He gave meat. He's Tony Meats.
His name was Carmine.
That's right.
Tony.
The other stereotypical gangster name, Carmine. Fat Tony Carmine Falcone.
Oh dear. Mr. President.
I was never going to
Wait,
say something.
he went down to negative 300? I thought he would be at 0.
So I went with 500 instead
No.
of 200.
Yeah, he did guess or bet 500. He could bet up to that
okay.
amount.
I made
That's
an
right,
error
that's right.
in judgment.
Well, now I feel better about tackling these next 3.
I don't.
Novels for 4. Well, you eliminated the Daily Double, so that helped out.
I seriously would have assumed it would have been 500. I got screwed.
Novels for 4?
Yeah. Could have been the $100 question that screwed us all. There's our New Frontiers. What is New Frontiers?
That's correct.
Why is that the 400 one, though? That should be
Man.
1.
I didn't know how many people would know about that.
I wanted to.
It's one of the lesser known to me. So
That
Really?
one by
That's
the
the
description
most
seemed
famous
really
one.
interesting, but I don't
Save
think
me the
there's an order,
500
but-
question.
That was very close to becoming canon. Very close.
Really?
And Captain Calhoun even, well, it's not, STO's not canon, but yet, but Captain
Yeah.
Calhoun came out on STO.
I bet Star Trek Titan is for 300, so you should pick that one.
Crewman, it's your turn.
Rock in a hard place.
Yeah, no kidding.
Gangsters for 500.
Man.
In the episode Emergence, a gangster character in the holodeck insisted that he had to take the special brick to this location where everything begins.
Oh, I need this one.
You might get it too.
Come on. You should pass. So I can get back into positive territory. I'm just going to bet it all in Final Jeopardy anyway. So you should allow that.
If he passes, you'll be in Final Jeopardy.
Pass.
What is Vertiform City?
I hate to inform you that that is incorrect.
What?
What?
President of Tokyo.
No, because that was my guess too. So I'm on the express train to Passtown. What the crap?
The
Where's
place
the
where everything
back
begins was Keystone City.
Oh, shit. Rick.
All right.
That's what I'm saying. Wow.
Trivia, you get the final clue.
I refuse.
And that was a bad episode of Trek too. I got to go back and watch it now.
What is Best of Both Worlds Part 3?
Well, that's not its official title, so I can't give you that, but it's a good description.
Tokyo.
That's not the Star Trek Generations tie-in novel either. So I'm gonna pass this to the crewman.
Crewman.
Pass.
Wow, this is a fantastic book.
The Vendetta.
Exactly. What
Oh,
is
Best
really?
of Both Part 3.
Best of Both Worlds Part 3? That was the working title, actually.
Is there an audio copy of that book? Does anyone know?
Probably.
Shut up,
don't
Deej.
know.
I got screwed on that city question and on the Daily Double. I'm going to answer anyway, whether you like it or not. I bet all of President's points.
All right, there's the link to the Cosmo Buzz room. Let's reveal our final Jeopnerdy category.
Philanthropists.
Oh, shit.
Wow.
President Tokyo, you're in the lead at 3,000, and Crewman has 1,300.
With Bill Gates.
And just another reminder, if you'd like to play in round 3, you can go ahead and click that link that's pinned at the top of the chat.
Round 3 is probably going to be the easy board, too. I screwed myself. Should let Jay play.
Wait, hold on.
That's an interesting way to spell president.
President bets 3,000.
Oh, the typo. I just realized it was a president.
And Crewman
The
bets
president.
1,500.
President, yes. Well, it's got a computer tie-in, I guess, with net.
Yeah.
I don't know. Crewman, if you could. Okay. And unfortunately,
Sorry for the delay.
Sorry, Cinnabon, but you can't play.
I'm still betting my honor. I'm answering anyway.
One that I can think of anyway.
All
There
right.
are no
Let's reveal our.
philanthropists in Shrek. There's a trick
Let's reveal our clue.
Carter Winston used his personal fortune to provide food during a crop failure on Cerberus, thereby saving the colonists, including the daughter of this character.
Players, you have 30 seconds. Kapla!
It's an underhanded tactic, and he clearly did it so he could enslave said character's daughter. None of the characters had daughters. It's a trick question.
None of them?
Demora was a lab experiment. She doesn't count.
In the JJ verse, she was.
Okay. Let's see how the two of you did here.
This is an animated series?
Brewman, you had 1,300 points entering final Jeopnerdy. Your response?
Sulu, that is incorrect.
And you bet 0, leaving you
Well,
at 1,300.
I knew he had a daughter, so anyway.
There we go.
President Tokyo, you were in the lead at 3,000 points. Your response?
Finney, no, incorrect. That correct response was Leonard McCoy.
I was going to guess that.
Oh, okay.
And how much did Tokyo bet? 350, leaving you 2,650 points. And you are the champion.
You've all bet all your points.
Congratulations, Mr. President.
Well, I did it just in case he bet it all and got it right. I still would have won.
Rigged.
Nicely done.
Indeed.
I still had a higher point total last round, so I feel like I'm still the winner.
Well, you just returned to form is what you did.
It's still an impressive score, 9,000 something.
No, no doubt. That was impressive.
So angry.
Be angry. Nothing to be
done on
angry
purpose.
about.
This was planned. He looks stupid.
You've got a full round for round 3, haven't you guys?
It looks like we have 2 people backstage, and Tokyo can defend his championship if he wants.
I'm going to try, but I know that I'm going up against Jay Aldridge, so the possibilities are slim.
Quitter talk.
I'm going for it. I'm not quitting. I'm going for it.
I'll put myself backstage. Thanks for playing, everyone.
Can you put me backstage? I can't reach the computer right now.
Yes, we'll put you backstage.
Thank you.
Thank
See you
you
guys
for
in the after
playing,
show.
Crewman. Well done on that first game, Cinnabon.
Yeah.
Welcome back, Jay, and greetings, Resolute Germ.
Hi.
And to answer your question,
I
Bird,
knew.
those were the negative points he had before Final Jeopardy. They just showed back up at the end.
Yes.
I knew all those novel questions. Why? I owned them.
Well,
I love Peter David. He's even written for the old Star Trek comics back in the 70s and 80s.
He sure did.
Yeah, he did. John, you liked out again, or at least you did for me.
And yes,
sorry about that.
And yes, Captain Mackenzie Calhoun is canon because they made a figure of him when New Frontier came out.
They had a whole toy line of that, if I'm not mistaken.
No, they just did Calhoun. Is all I know, because it came with my book. Because I ordered it. I ordered it when it came out with the book, and I ordered it.
Yeah, and I had the Calhoun action figure because I had his sword.
I was going to say, well, as Thomas said, that doesn't make it canon. I mean, I read the New Frontier series and I liked it very much, but it's because it's books, it's not canon.
Well, if Paramount okayed a figure, then it has to be canon.
No,
because
only on screen is canon.
Yeah,
they okayed all the starships that whatchamacallit company made.
They are following Roddenberry's rule: if it ain't on the page, it ain't on the stage, and if it ain't on the stage, it ain't canon.
Well, they didn't always. They had the stupid comic that was canon for a while.
Yeah, the 2009 movie tie-ins, and then the Picard tie-in comics were canon until they overwrote it.
They were canon until they weren't canon.
Yeah,
I want him to continue the New Frontier books. I'm missing a few, but I want him to continue.
On that
I wish
note,
they'd
Darren,
make it into a series.
Yeah, me too. But yeah, on that note, Darren, this is true. The 2009 comic actually comes to mind because they were swearing up and down that was canon to the 2009 movie, but they had completely destroyed that continuity for Star Trek Picard, which eliminated that comic book from the canon anyway. So, John's absolutely right there. If it's not, it's canon. Or I don't remember which one of you guys said it. You're all saying it. It's canon until it's not.
Well, I for one say it's canon.
I would love for at least the original series of novels to be canon, but it went off the rails after they destroyed the Excalibur.
I mean, it's theoretically possible we could get a reference, like one of the characters in Prodigy is a Brickar, which originated in that series.
Yeah, that's very close. That's as close as we're getting so far. I would love for it to.
If a Brickar is canon, then everything of that series is canon. They can't just pick and choose. That's bull.
I'm questioning the canon.
Joe, it's not canon at all. If it's not on television, it's not canon. That's
or on the movie theater screen.
Live action. Yeah.
Well, animation as well.
No, the animated series,
canon because
Lower Deck's not canon either.
I'm questioning the canonility. I'm making up a new word. I'm questioning its validity to be canon, just based off a lot of shenanigans and all of the animated series altogether from the 70s to.
I know this is not considered canon, but it's bull crap because it's live action. I don't care if it's fan fiction or not. Calhoun's been on live action on YouTube on the Star Trek fan page.
He was played by James Cawley.
Yeah.
For the Hidden Frontier blue screen treks. Yep. And he did a dang good job at it too.
Yes, he did.
He was a decent Kirk.
He just needed a little bit more of the accent that the voice actor did of Calhoun in the audio series, which I loved him.
Are we ready to start on round 3?
Yeah. We're getting another delay game penalty this time.
Yeah. It's Darren through the flag.
Yep.
All right. Let's play Jeopnerdy.
And Tokyo's gonna vote me.
Cinnabon's right about the second category, though, so that could happen. I'm not sure.
Intrepisodes.
What?
What's
that?
Each correct response will be an episode featuring one of the many ships named Intrepid.
Ah,
I love that. I love that.
there it
Love
is.
Yes, Voyager
Major.
Season 7, one-word episode titles.
I should have said
Cinnabon gets
major.
500 honorary points for that.
TOS on VHS.
Ooh.
Crap.
Identify the episode based on the VHS packaging.
First release, then, I take it, right?
I believe
Crap.
so. Fill in the blank.
Crap.
Okay.
The USS Voyager.
Crap.
Yes. Yes, yes,
President
yes.
Tokyo, you are returning champion. You go first.
Let's go ahead and give Jay an early 500 points by going to Voyager, USS Voyager, 74656 for 500.
According to Admiral Patterson, Voyager would be the first ship to test this class of warp drive in deep space.
What is a tricyclic warp drive?
That's let me just double check that real quick. That's not what I had written down, but he may have said that as well.
You
So
did.
I just want to check it out.
I think you did.
I
Be the first to test it.
While I verify that.
The game refs are conferring.
Can you repeat your answer one more time?
Was a tricyclic warp drive?
Well, I'll give you credit for that because the line is it was a Class 9 warp drive, but then he says a tricyclic input manifold.
Yep. Yep.
Be the first to test it in deep space. As she looks up at it with awe. Recycled set from the motion picture. Cool.
Jay, it's your turn.
Voyager 500. The episode titles.
It's the only one left.
The crew enjoys a 3D movie in the holodeck.
Yeah.
Ooh.
What is repression?
That is correct.
Oh.
Yep. Tuvok Goes
Nicely
Wild
done.
episode.
Mm-hmm.
Germ, it's your turn.
Let's try fill in the blank for 500.
So you're the commander of Deep Space Nine and the emissary to the Prophets, decorated combat officer, widower, father, blank, and oh yes, the man who started the war with the Dominion.
Pass.
Tokyo.
Take it, Jay.
Jay.
Don't know it. Don't know it.
Basson.
Mm-hmm.
That was mentor.
Mentor. Who is he a mentor to?
Nog.
Yeah, that would work.
Who started the Dominion War? Who said that?
How
To
did
him?
the Romulans know that?
It was Senator Vreenak.
Ah.
You don't know your own people?
I'm not wrong. Well, I am wrong. I'm president of the Federation. Ah, Vreenak. It's a fake.
President Tokyo.
You
Your turn.
fail.
74656 for 400.
The Kazon systematically targeted this system to prevent Janeway from activating Voyager's self-destruct sequence.
What are the secondary processors? Secondary command processors, I'm sorry.
There you go. Very good.
Nicely done. Jay, it's your turn.
Voyager season 7 for 400.
Oh, fuck, not again.
All right, Jay, you have
Lord,
1,000
forgive me
points.
in the name of Jesus. Please forgive me
You
for what I said.
you are 800 points behind President Tokyo, and you can bet up to 1,000.
I'm not doing this again. I don't care if I know it or not. What was the regular amount?
400.
400.
Identify this episode.
You two have outdone yourselves. I've never seen First Contact Day celebrated quite like this. When I was your age, all it meant was a day off from school.
What is Homestead?
You got it.
I'd rather get 400 than lose it all again.
Well,
kicking myself for that.
Sure, your
Fill in
turn.
the blank 4.
The blank are exploring the galaxy just as we are. The only difference is that they never leave their home.
Pass.
Tokyo.
No. Pass.
Jay.
What is the Cytherians?
That's correct.
And he's tied with me.
We have a tie game. Tokyo, you can break the tie. It's your
7
turn.
4 6. Sure. 7 4 6 5 6 for 3.
Even though Voyager already had a full complement of shuttles, Chakotay was talked into trading for an alien vessel that was given this name by Paris.
What is Alice?
That's it.
Great episode too. Not a lot of people like that one, but I did.
I didn't like
It wasn't one of my favorites.
No,
Jay.
It was just good.
300 for Voyager Season 7.
Harry Kim gets his first real command.
What is Nightingale?
That's right.
Tit for tat, huh, Jay? Nice.
Yep.
We both have our categories today.
Sure.
Fill in the blank 3.
Now, when I hear one of you call me Odo, I no longer think of myself as blank. I think of myself as me.
Pass.
Tokyo.
Oh gosh. Oh, what was his number? Pass.
Jay.
Pass.
Correct response is nothing. The literal meaning of his name.
President Tokyo.
7 4 6 5 6 for 2. I'm being careful because we have 2 Voyagers.
In an alternate timeline, the catastrophic failure of this new propulsion system led to the crash of Voyager on an icy Class L planet.
What is this quantum slipstream drive?
That's it.
Jay.
Voyager Season 7 for 2.
I should have guessed that.
Eb donates his cortical node to save 7.
What is Imperfection?
That is correct.
Back and forth we go.
Fill in
Germ,
the
you
blank
need to get
2.
on. You need to get on the board here.
Chekhov, Pavel, rank, blank.
What is Admiral?
That's correct.
I love that movie.
Great line. Tokyo.
All right, Jay, I'm about to do something to you, which I'm hoping you're going to do to me. I'll take
You
Endgame
do?
for 100.
You're taking Voyager Season 7?
Yes.
You son of a...
The crew of Voyager is surprised to encounter a D7 in the Delta Quadrant.
It's not Endgame. What is Prophecy?
That's correct. I figured everybody would be expecting Endgame, so I went with something else.
That's still a very fair $100 question. Go ahead, Jay. Take it.
Jay?
I am. Let me take that one. The 100 for NCC, whatever.
Whatever.
On
I can't see the
Voyager,
number.
much of the traditional circuitry had been replaced by these in order to organize information more efficiently and speed up response time.
They took away the isolinear chips and replaced it with what is bioneural circuitry?
That's right.
There we go. We're doing this Cobra maneuver today. It's awesome.
Well, this is where it ends.
Yeah. Well, maybe not. We'll see.
Sure.
Fill in the blank 100.
I am Worf, son of Moog. I have come to challenge the lies that have been spoken of my blank.
What is father?
That's right.
I have made some chamomile tea.
Now for Final Jeopardy.
We wish.
Tokyo, it's your turn.
Interpisodes for 300, whatever it is. Can't read it.
The Intrepid helps drive off a Klingon bird of prey commanded by Duras, which had attacked Enterprise.
Which one was the finale for season 2? What is the Expanse?
That's correct.
Okay. That's right. Because Zindi was the premiere of 3. That's what I was looking for.
Yep.
500 for that episode. For that category, I mean.
LaForge is engaged in a friendly competition with the Intrepid's chief engineer to see which ship can have higher power conversion levels.
I don't know that episode. Pass.
Sure.
Pass.
Tokyo.
I do know the episode because that whole sequence is playing in my mind. The name of the episode is escaping me, so I'm not going to guess it.
It was a Force of Nature.
Yeah.
Germ, your turn.
VHS 100. What is Doomsday Machine?
That's correct.
It's surprisingly difficult to see.
Are you on your phone?
No, it's just really low res.
That was actually the way they were. Pretty crappy.
Tokyo.
VHS for 5. Let's go for it.
You bastard.
Well, I can't even tell what I'm looking at. Actually, I can. Oh, crap.
Pass it.
Because you know it, right? Oh, shoot. Just a couple seconds. It's not. I'm not going to risk it. What is Plato's Stepchildren?
That is incorrect.
That's what I thought. Yep. Take it.
Jay.
Take it, Jay.
What is Friday's Child?
That's it.
That's the one.
That's it.
Ah.
And we have a lead change.
Yep.
And Jay,
And
you took the lead, and it's your turn.
It was not easy, Truman.
For 400. What is? It's something to do with Sheep dip. What is the apple?
That's correct.
Dang it.
Germ.
I knew that one.
200 VHS. Pass.
Tokyo.
What is the Corbomite maneuver?
That's right.
You have
That's the
10
one.
seconds left, or something like that.
And it's your turn, Tokyo.
I need to get back into this. Intrepisodes for 4.
During an undercover mission, Chakotay claims to have just arrived from a 3-year tour on the Intrepid.
During an undercover mission. Yep. That's the one. What is the name of that bloody episode? It's not coming to me because the pressure's on. It's too easy. Take it, Jay. Son of a...
Jay.
What is In the Flesh?
That's the one.
Very good.
That's the name of it.
And it's your turn, Jay.
300 for VHS. What is... I think that's the 3rd season. It'll have to be... not that one. What is the Tholian Web?
Well done.
Germ?
100.
100.
The Intrepid and her all-Vulcan crew are lost to a giant space amoeba.
Well, I want to make it interesting for Final Jeopardy, so I'll pass.
Tokyo.
What is the immunity syndrome?
That's correct.
I kind of like that episode, actually. A lot of good banter between Spock and Bones.
Any chance to do some damage right now?
Tokyo, you get the last clue.
The crew of the Enterprise D consults the sensor logs of the Intrepid to find out what really happened during the Khitomer attack.
Okay, so this would be... What are Sins of the Father? What is Sins of the Father?
That's correct.
Okay. Those Federation files could help do that. Okay, so difference is score.
All right. Let me put in the link to the Cosmopose. There you go. And let's reveal our category for Final Jeopardy.
Gilbert and Sullivan.
Run down the scores real quick. Jay has the lead at 5,300 points. President Tokyo has 3,800 points. And Resolute Germ has 800 points. And thank you for that main round winner, but I don't believe you're playing. Okay. And Jay, what are you betting?
0.
Okay. Don't celebrate yet.
Because I don't know nothing about Gilbert and Sullivan.
Crap. Too late.
Let's reveal our clue.
Not even worth it.
Crusher recruited a reluctant LaForge to sing "I Am the Very Model of a Modern Major General" in this episode.
Players, you have 30 seconds. Kapla! Jay, what is your response?
That would be, I don't know.
Okay, let's see if anyone else knows. Jerm, you had 800 points, and your response for final Jeopnerdy. Apparently, you didn't know.
Yeah.
How much did you bet, Jerm? All of it, taking you down to 0.
The only acceptable amount.
President Tokyo, you had 3,800 points, and your response was?
We need a new system for this. Not even worth it. If we could figure something out, we'd be happy to implement it.
And I'll point out, Tokyo, you had no idea what he would have bet, even if there was a different system. I mean, I'm not certain what difference that would have made in this case.
It would have made it a little bit more interesting and a little bit more fair.
The only difference is you wouldn't know what he was betting until later.
Right.
But it wouldn't have changed your bet, is what I'm saying.
Right. But it would, right or wrong, it just wouldn't make sense. It doesn't make sense right now.
You bet 1,400, taking it down to 2,400. And Jay, you were in the lead at 5,300 points. You said you didn't know.
I think it's a disaster now.
It is indeed, as somebody was putting in the private chat.
Several thousand times over.
I can't see the private chat.
And you bet 0. So you stay at 5,300 points, and you are the champion.
Finally.
Now, Tokyo, did you know the answer?
No.
Okay.
I couldn't even see that scene in my mind.
What's with Roe?
That's still I just remember I remember the turbo lift, and I remember Molly being born.
Yeah.
That's it. I don't
It's
remember
between disaster and what was that episode where they lose their memories? Conundrum. Or Power Play?
Yeah, Conundrum.
Conundrum.
Yeah. Yeah.
He really didn't have extra time to think. As soon as the 30 seconds were up, I asked him what his response was.
And I said, no, I don't know.
But we had 3 different champions for 3 different games, so well done all.
If I hadn't done that video thing, I may have, I don't know. I don't know.
And I was playing as though you're going to try and bet all of it.
It's kicking me that I didn't know it.
You have to understand, Jay won't bet all of it.
Oh,
no, because it's too dangerous.
He did it last week. Wiped everybody out.
Yeah.
So he does.
Thomas,
I'll do it if I absolutely think I know it, but
I want to address what Thomas said. Thomas said, you don't need to ask him since he bet 0. Well, it really didn't matter because the other players had already answered privately.
Well, they do that when someone says 0.
Well, they don't know what they're answering in the game.
Yeah, I know.
And they don't know what they're betting. They don't know what they're betting. They have to reveal it.
Right, until after the question has been revealed and everybody's
So since I can't type on this thing because something's wrong with my phone and this StreamYard that I can't type.
Have you tried uninstalling the app and then reinstalling it?
What app?
StreamYard or your browser, whatever you're using.
Yeah.
Okay.
I've done updates and everything.
Have you tried a
It's my-
different browser?
It's my phone. It's my phone. I didn't know there was another browser.
Sorts of them out there.
What browser are you using?
Google Chrome.
You should be able to open up another tab, and it'd still go. I don't.
You
think
asked him right away, and he said, "I don't know." So that should have been his answer. But then when you got to him, he said, "Now I think it's disaster." So he changed his answer, so he didn't actually get those points.
He would have gotten, if he had bet something, he would have lost those points.
Yeah.
He did not change his answer for the game. He knew it afterward.
Right. You're trying to start something, dude.
I think he has to answer no matter what the point totals are right away.
I said 0. I said I didn't know.
He did.
But still, you still changed your answer at the end.
I did not change an answer. It was after, and when he revealed my amount, and John was about to say it, and I said, I think it's disaster now that I think I know it.
And that wouldn't
have done nothing with the score.
If he had bet, changing the answer would not have counted.
You have done that before.
It wouldn't even be an issue if you haven't
Jeopardy.
been shouting it into private chat, Cinnabon.
I forgot that he can't type.
No.
So I was trying to win.
You can't win nothing. You weren't playing, doofus.
Exactly.
I was playing for the audience.
Then let the audience come and play a game then.
The audience needs to have a voice sometimes.
I just realized I can charge my new phone on my Nintendo Switch controller charger.
I didn't know we got 0 points. I wasn't actually paying attention. Thomas.
I'm entertained.
Oh.
Welcome back, Herman.
Have you got to see the new episode or not?
Not yet, sorry.
It's kind of boring.
Well, that kills the conversation.
Let me just say, you're gonna love it, dude.
Well, I can step out and leave you guys, and then you guys can talk about it.
That's okay. There's not much to talk about.
There's nothing to talk about.
anything.
It's literally an
I'm not
hour-long
gonna say nothing.
exposition and setting up the rest of the story.
Such as it is.
But they did it brilliantly.
The actual episode where Riker gets his head cut off in the transporter room.
I wouldn't say brilliantly. I'd say it was okay. I think it was way too
I'm
much.
loving this season. Is all I'm saying.
I believe you said
episode.
you really enjoyed it.
I did on first watching, and then watching it a second time, it wasn't nearly as enjoyable because it literally was all exposition.
What?
I don't know about that.
I don't understand that. If you liked it the first time, how can you dislike it the second?
It was all
You notice
character introduction and exposition.
It was a good TNG episode. I liked it a lot.
This is what TNG should have
You
been.
nerds like the talkie episodes.
Oh,
I
yeah,
need more explosions to happen.
TNG is almost perfection after season 1. So it'll have to be pretty jolly good if you say that's what TNG should have been.
This is what TNG should have been. Like this.
If this was if TNG was like Picard season 3, it would have ran maybe 2 or 3 seasons.
No.
Have a really high fever.
Because this kind of reminds me of DS9. It was kind of dark.
Well, then you don't want to know what my predictions are for the rest of the series. And if you're on Discord, you already know what I think.
I don't pay attention. That's why I keep asking you, is this for future episodes or the one we just watched? I don't like how you're mixing them, and I'm trying not to be negative when I say that.
He thinks the next one isn't going to be as good.
No, that's not it.
So bear with me here. If you're going to post things like that, I ask that you post something out where everybody can see it, saying the next spoiler tagged message is something for a future
speculation.
For a future episode. Oh, I don't want to read that. Maybe he's right.
Well, maybe.
I don't want to read it.
It's not like he knows what's coming out.
That's a fair request by the professor.
And if he is correct, then it just means that the storytelling is just becoming super obvious, and that's not good.
Well, I know enough of what Tokyo has said that in the end credits, it pretty much lays everything out there.
I think he's wrong, by the way, but
he could be wrong.
Well,
I could be wrong.
The podcast boys say that we may not like.
I'm hoping he's wrong because I think that it would. Oh my god, I can't even think. I think that
it would cheapen the character that I'm thinking of.
Yeah, I'm getting worried that it's going to end on something really stupid, and I'm going to be really annoyed.
I'll skip out so you guys can talk about it properly.
We're not saying anything about this coming episode that you hadn't seen. We're talking about.
We're not giving any details of what my predictions are either, so you don't even know what my predictions are right now.
Okay.
So don't worry about it. You're still safe.
I was just saying that podcast boys saying that most of us that have not liked any of the new Trek, and those of us that have liked Picard so far in season 3, they think that we're not going to like episode 9, but we're definitely going to like 10 the best out of all the episodes.
All I'm going to say is just because of the reveal in this last episode about what they stole is I'm thinking it's going to be really stupid and really contrived, and I'm going to be very disappointed in the ending of this season.
It's pretty much a guarantee.
No. Because they say that they've seen all 10 episodes. And
it doesn't matter if they've seen all 10 episodes. They're dead wrong if they think it's going to turn into something miraculous.
I know they said there's a huge reveal at the end, and I'm just worried.
I got to say, I'm sorry.
Don't be sorry.
Jeremy, I got to say, I've enjoyed it so far.
Yes.
I can't understand any of that logic. Everyone's saying it's great. I saw the first episode was insulted to all hell. I've listened to Bird's reviews so far. Don't want to go anywhere near the freaking season anymore.
What didn't you like?
I can't say it's
at the first episode.
I can't say it's been perfect.
It's been so long,
but it's been pretty good.
And with all respect to Bird, he is highly influenced by Doomcock.
Bird is actually giving him good reviews so far.
I love it.
This last one, he gave it 8, almost to the point I thought he was going to give it a perfect 10 out of 10.
Didn't he say it was the best episode, but then bitched about it for the rest of the video?
I have given every
near the end, he was saying it was the best episode except for the first episode, which I thought was total crap.
I haven't had time to listen.
What didn't you like about the
tighten your episodes up a bit? I can't watch a 2.5 hour review.
I can't keep them straight at this point.
Bird's videos are
I'm watching
easy
so much other stuff
to watch because you can put it at 2 times speed and
he's
still understandable.
I can't watch things at 2 times speed. People's voices.
Some people I can't do that with, but with his videos I can.
I hate 2 times speed.
It's really weird when you slow it down to 1 time then, because it sounds like he's really slow.
Oh, can't help the way he talks.
Well, what I'm saying is his normal 1-time speed sounds slow.
I laugh at what people sound like at 2 times speed, and then I don't pay attention to what they're saying.
No,
I think we can agree that Vatic is a shit character.
Whoa. Doomcock is saying that he's enjoying Picard.
No,
he's not. A shock.
He's not. Nerdrotic is.
Nerdrotic is in love with it.
Doomcock has been shitting. Sorry for the language. I'm so used to saying the SH word. You can't defile the defiled. Doomcock has been taking a dump on it for the longest time. News of season 3 came out, and he's still taking a dump on it, and he refuses
And
to.
I don't know why. It's great. I have
I
John.
can't
John
track
has
that
put,
opinion. It's pure insanity to me.
I'm loving it. I don't. There was one part of one episode I didn't like, and that was Riker and Picard arguing.
I like that part.
But that was the only.
It worked. I don't know why you didn't like it. It worked.
Yeah.
Because they were friends.
I argue
They're
with my
still
friends.
friends.
all
The entire thing seems to me like, here's member berries, just smear it all over.
I mean, listen to
So you ignore the junior college level of writing and filmography
Ooh,
and editing
those are
and
hard.
pretty much every aspect of it.
And it's not just the fact that they were friends that I didn't like the arguing. It was unprofessional. You don't argue between two senior officers in front of the bridge crew.
Do
But
you understand why it happened, though, and why Riker did what he did?
He did it because he felt like the abyss of the nebula reminded him of losing his son and his son being buried underground is what I came to understand of the explanation.
That's why
of the
Riker
sequence.
said to Picard he was right before.
I think.
But then I might be misinterpreting it. Is that the explanation we're supposed to get?
Riker is a father who is somewhere where no father should be.
Right.
Yeah.
And
no parent should lose their child.
Precisely. And that was a
My
crap
parents
move that
did.
Michael Chabon gave to him. And that was a crap thing that Michael Chabon did to him. But that aside, because I hate Chabon, Riker at the same time is the first time he felt anything.
Yeah.
Was when he actually went back into space and took command of a crew of young, inexperienced, compared to him, inexperienced officers, and he felt responsible for all of them and tried to get them all home.
Yeah.
Yeah.
He didn't want to give
that would be an excuse if it's his first time back, but it's been years since his kid died. He's commanded a starship many, many times since then.
He's felt nothing since.
What I understand,
he
no,
lost
he's been on. He put himself on reserve and only went back for that one time.
Yeah.
I think you're right, Tokyo.
Losing his kid. He didn't command a starship for long after that.
That's why we saw him in his house in season 1.
Because he was a hermit.
I was under the standing. Once he went back, he stayed back.
No.
He lost his son and then basically quit.
After
but when he went to
helping
save
Picard, he went back to the planet.
Then what was he doing on active duty at the beginning of this season?
He wasn't.
He still wasn't.
He wasn't on active duty. He's been on.
Yeah, at least there was a semi-good explanation for it. But I'm just saying that was the least part of the show that I liked. But apart from that, I'm absolutely loving Picard season 3.
Well, I'd have to say that regarding that scene, I agree with our former president. Despite whatever grief Riker may have been feeling about his son, I think the way he addressed Picard was out of character for him.
I think he realized it right away, though, right after he walked off because when he walked off the bridge, Riker, I think, had like the look on his face like, oh shit, I kind of went over the line. So I think he recognized it, and that's why they just made up the next episode. And didn't carry on.
Well, the reason why he felt that way and the way he did Picard, John, was because he's still reminding of the nothingness he felt when he buried his son, and now he's feeling nothing again when he thinks the ship is going to be destroyed in that nebula.
Well, here's the problem.
Oh, let John speak.
What I say is, So the reason he's angry at Picard apparently is because Picard had been pressing them to attack the whole time. So Riker finally gives the order to attack, and then they get hit by the torpedoes. And then he tells Picard, "You've killed us all." And he's like, "No, Picard didn't do anything. Riker is in command. Therefore, whatever happens is his responsibility." So turning around and trying to blame Picard about it was completely out of line for him. And I don't think Riker would have ever acted that way.
True.
But neither of those are in character for either of them.
It's too much echo. There's too much echo right now, and it sounds like there's 10,000 more people in here arguing.
Go ahead, Sherm.
Is it Picard pressing for attack and Riker basically cowering out that entire time didn't fit either of them. Riker was always the one with the more guile and pressing an advantage, even if he didn't actually have the advantage, and Picard was the more calm, logical, thought out, not doing something stupid like shooting at a portal gun.
I think Riker was just trying to be responsible because he was all in for helping Picard when it was just him and the shuttle, but then when it was endangering the entire crew of a ship that they technically hijacked, I think he didn't want to get into a fight and risk everybody, and that's why he was trying to run away. Constantly.
I'd agree with
I don't see any of this. I'm sorry, I gotta say this. I don't see any of this as out of character for any of these characters. I see this as an evolution of these characters. Because when we last saw these characters on screen, Riker didn't have 2 kids, 1 dead. Picard wasn't suffering from an aromatic syndrome and had died from it. These characters had not been in their positions. And you just got my new phone thing. But these characters had not been in the positions that they are in now. And yeah, I will say that it was absolute crappy writing and really poor woke decisions that led Michael Chabon to do what he did to these characters. But with that material being carried over to what we're seeing now, I see that as an evolution of Riker, where he's a completely different person than when he was at the end of end of Nemesis, or even in Lower Decks when we saw him in command of the original Titan there.
Yes, I think.
Well, as I put in Discord, you can't expect these characters to be the same as they were at the end of TNG or at the end of Nemesis. 20-some years has passed. Things happen. People change. I was not the same person I am today 20 years ago.
That's what I said. You're stealing mine.
Yeah, but unless Picard is deep in dementia, he's not going to go attack, attack, attack. When obviously that's going to come back to bite you.
Picard is in protection mode of his son that he just found out he had. He wants to get.
He's not going to get in that mode that quickly. He's known he's had a kid for what, 3 days, a week?
But it doesn't take that long.
It doesn't.
It really doesn't.
It's instantaneous when you have a kid.
When they're little, yes. When you meet them as an adult, no.
I disagree with that. I disagree with that.
Effect when you realize somebody is your son or your daughter, it doesn't matter how old they are. You go into parent mode instantly.
And that's why
I've never seen that, and dozens of times. It takes months for people to accept it.
Not all the time, and not every situation is typical.
We lost someone. Who did we lost?
We lost Jay.
Jay.
Yeah, there's no manual how somebody would feel about that as a parent.
And that's why Beverly was acting differently than we saw her in TNG in that first episode, vaporizing people that were coming on the ship.
Yeah,
they were going after her.
That is way
son.
Oversimplification.
Beverly's just doing what she does best and killing people.
Violating ethics and rules.
80% of the people she treated in sickbay died. So
you might as well just express the process by vaporizing it.
Par for the course for Beverly. She's a terrible doctor. She just kills people.
Oh, that's harsh. But
she does have a much higher body count than either Bashir or Bones.
She does.
She did. In season 1 and 2, I don't think she saved anybody that went to sick bay.
Season 2,
well, we don't know about her season 2.
Oh,
She was
that's right.
gone.
Season
Because
1.
it'd be rather hard for her to save anybody during season 2.
She was
No, she's at Starfleet Command, killing them off by the truckloads instead of one at a time.
That's why she didn't stay head of Starfleet Medical for long. She killed half the people.
Only person she gave a crap about saving was Jean-Luc anyway. Jack probably died in her arms in sick bay, and she was trying to treat him, for crying out loud.
Come on, she came up with the cure in The Naked Now.
Yeah, she did.
She had the cure from the old Enterprise, but she had to change it.
Yeah, but had she not gotten that information about the old Enterprise, everybody would have died.
You don't know that.
Sure, it would do.
Yeah,
in her track record.
I would just, still to my previous point, I would add that whatever Riker's feeling for, as a seasoned Starfleet officer, he should have been able to keep his feelings in check. You imagine in the real life U.S. Navy, if everyone let their feelings run hot and get better of them when they're on the bridge.
I hate that argument because it's not the U.S. Navy.
No, actually, I agree with you, Sen. Talking about how seasoned somebody is a moot point when you lose a child. You just don't know how you're going to react. You don't know how
you're been drummed out in reality.
Yes, 100%.
Fair
he
enough.
put himself on. Yeah, 100%. He would have been gone.
To
Especially if you're a flag officer like that. No, you're gone.
Sorry, John, you go ahead.
No problem. To clarify the point I was making earlier, I'm not criticizing Riker that he's more cautious now. My main issue is that he is in command. He made a decision, and then when the decision didn't go well, he turned around and berated Picard for it. But it's not Picard's responsibility.
Yeah,
right.
I'm not criticizing his cautiousness either. I was criticized openly arguing with Picard the whole time, and then, as you say, John, blaming Picard at the end. Yeah,
He
I
was deflecting and reflecting. He did, as Sin said, instantly regret it.
Yeah,
I think
it's true.
Yeah, he did. Otherwise, he wouldn't have gone back into the lounge to say to Picard, "You were right."
Yeah,
and I'm not thinking right. He shouldn't be in command. That's why Riker gave Picard command when it was all said and done. I'm not here.
Yeah.
That's why I said last week. Put a pin in it.
Yeah, that's true. When he said "I'm sorry" right in the lounge, was he saying "I'm sorry for the bickering and the fighting," or was he by saying "I'll kill us all," or was he saying "I'm sorry that we're in this mess and we're gonna die"? Because at that point they hadn't found a way out of the living nebula thingy.
All of the above.
Yeah, I think he was truly sorry, and I think he realized what he did was a screw up, and he just
Well,
wanted
that's
to patch
good.
things up and start working together again.
That's good. That's what I'm hoping he meant, but I wasn't totally sure. But don't get me wrong, it was the only part of the series I wasn't comfortable with, and over the whole, I'm loving it. So much better than any other new trick we've had.
I will agree with you on that, except for Prodigy. I really, really enjoyed Prodigy.
I enjoyed Prodigy until that last episode where all the ships were fighting each other because they were without shields and they're just shooting the crap out of each other. And like the best we have are a few hull breaches. I mean, and none of them were like firing at like anything critical, so they should have been just all targeting warp cores and just blowing each other up.
And they all had the same name and same registry number.
It was just so convenient that so many starships seemingly survived that little battle. We saw
especially after the amount of explosions we saw and some ships actually getting destroyed, and then the next frame they're back.
That was a little convenient.
I'll ask you this question, Professor. and I'm really glad you love Prodigy. That's great. But I'm curious, how would you rank it? How would you rank Prodigy together with Picard season 3? Would you still put Prodigy ahead of Picard season 3, or would you put Picard season 3 ahead of Prodigy?
At this point, I would put Prodigy above Picard season 3.
Really?
Okay.
I don't think it's a fair comparison because one's clearly written for kids.
But even so,
written for kids, but written far better than any of the other stuff.
I think Prodigy, despite what they've done in Picard season 3, has honored past Trek more than Picard season 3 has so far, anyway.
Yeah.
What? It was all member berries.
Well, if you
that's the thing. That's the thing about the member berries. Picard, they're using all of them. They're using them. They're not like, oh, here's I'm going to use Lower Decks as an example. Here's a giant skeleton of the big Spock.
Yeah, that's what I consider member berries. When it's just, hey, look at this. But when they're actually part of the story, and considering that they're in the universe of TNG, that it really doesn't matter that much. I mean,
they're relying way too heavy on callbacks. Member berries, callbacks, all of they just jamming it so damn many of them in there.
When it's done right, it doesn't really matter if it's annoying or not. Lower Decks doesn't do it right, and for the most part, Prodigy kind of does, but at the same time, they don't. They're guilty.
I agree with Tokyo. I think Picard season 3 have done the member berries right. They've used them in a logical continuity way.
They're using it to prop up the deficits.
I think most of them
pay attention to the places we're lacking. Look at this stuff you remember.
Well, there was in the last episode, I don't want to say specifics because crewman hadn't seen it yet, but there was one place that they visited during the last episode. It felt like it was just full of member berries that didn't really have anything to do with
That's what I was
the
going to
season
say.
plot.
That place had way too much stuff in there that was kind of pointless and didn't really need to be there.
Yeah.
So that was the one that
I know
that
Jeff
was
the
biggest problem of the entire season.
One at a time.
Sorry.
Sure.
That part that John's talking about, that was my biggest problem of the entire season so far. Here is a bushel and bushels and bushels of member berries. Let's ignore this part that doesn't make any freaking sense.
I mean, some of those some of that stuff just didn't even make any sense of why it would even be there. That's the main thing that bothered me.
This huge major plot hole. Just don't look at that. Look at all these nice big piles of member berries we got.
I mean, I wouldn't even call them member berries at that point. It was just stupid. It was just plain stupid.
I don't think it's as stupid as you guys think it's going to be. I know Jeff doesn't like it when I go there, but I have my reasons for who I think is going to be in this show and how they come about. And I've got my suspicions that, and somebody else said it on Twitter, and I didn't connect the dots until they said it. There's so much in that particular scene connected with another big piece of evidence. I don't think we've seen the last of this.
Yeah, but the problem is they
you could be right.
They advertised it as the place where Starfleet hid its most powerful weapons, and half the shit in there were not powerful weapons. They were just, hey, look at this.
Yeah, maybe some of that might be, but I think we're in a huge misdirect. I think I have a very, very big suspicion that something is coming.
I really think they need to reveal the big bad within the next episode, because Vadic is a joke. She's over the top, overacted, total mustache twirling villain. I don't like her at all. I can't stop laughing every time she's on screen.
I kind of like her. She's manic.
She's completely one-dimensional.
I don't like her character, but I like her delivery. I like Amanda Plummer's delivery of the character. It's a bad character. Don't get me wrong. It's a bad character, but I'm enjoying watching the performance. That being said, I don't like her character. I don't like the idea of her character.
Well, I don't think we quite know what she is exactly.
That's my point. Is they need to start revealing some of the stuff about the bad guys, because right now they're just completely one-dimensional, just wahaha bad guys.
I have a feeling
they're going to leave it all for an info dump in the last episode.
No, actually, I think it's the next episode. Just based on what Dave Cullen has said, I think it's going to be the next episode.
Didn't like the next episode. He's simping the series, but he said he didn't like the next episode, so I'm kind of scared.
And just to change the subject for a moment, just a reminder from Jay that tomorrow night on my channel at 9 p.m. Eastern, we're doing the next Gospel Truth, where he's going to be talking on the subject, how to escape hell.
Hey, I won't look.
Silence.
You mute me?
Oh, I'm gonna check that out. I won't say anything now.
I don't think
if that theory is anything like I've seen, it's essentially violating a grave at this point. Because I've heard some unfortunate stuff about the big bad.
It's not what you think.
Damn well.
No, Rez, it's not what you think. It's not what you think.
I didn't like what they found. I thought it was dumb. That's why I'm worried that the end of the series could be really dumb.
Well, hopefully I can watch the episode that you're up to tonight. Then I'll be up to date again. And,
I think that would be a very interesting thing, Thomas. No body, no proof.
I really hope it's not them, Thomas, but it could be. I'm tired of Section 31. Anyway.
Section 31 is getting overused. They need to stop.
No argument there.
It's getting way overplayed. They're not sinister anymore. It worked on DS9 because they were only mentioned in a couple episodes, and it's just Jesus.
And it worked in Enterprise because there's only one guy. To me, it worked in Enterprise. Everything else, you can take a walk. You don't need no stupid series. Discovery,
not
stupid.
Supposed to be a huge organization. It's
and the whole thing with
into darkness, go take a dump in a corner.
And the whole thing with the stupid comm badges and Discovery is just idiotic.
Yeah, that was really dumb.
Because why would you have a badge advertising a secret organization? Just bloody weird.
And with that technology, that badge should have been huge.
Yeah.
As far as, bulky and you can barely get a working communicator, a working flip open communicator with this powerful subspace.
The badge is like flip open.
Yeah. Gives the user the finger. You call nobody. Good morning, Captain.
Yes. John, I watched your log video. I was behind on it last week, but I watched it
thank
today,
you.
And I enjoyed it. It was good.
Appreciate it.
I thought your editing of opening with the court case with Kirk about now entering into evidence the log, and then it cuts to all the logs. I thought that was brilliant.
Thank you.
I feel like John missed some huge opportunities in his A to Z video. I was very disappointed.
Such as?
Why? What would you put in there?
The sex candle. You forgot about the whales for W.
You're obsessed.
There was a picture on Twitter a little while ago that I retweeted. It was actually tweeted towards Gates McFadden, and the person that made it is a genius. It was all the pictures dedicated to Dr. Crusher, and in the middle was her in the middle of a sex candle orgasm.
Heck yeah.
That was epic. That was an epic troll.
Pool Gates.
She liked it and retweeted it. I took the picture from her retweet, and she was all like, "Oh, this is so nice." It went over.
She
her
didn't
head.
notice the picture.
Exactly. Went over her head.
I wonder if it was really her that was tweeting.
No, it was on her Twitter. Yeah, I follow her.
Well, what I mean is, did somebody do it for her?
Yeah, like Gestapo.
Well, they're not really working so much now. I think it's really that.
I wonder.
Staffer or niece or grandkid at this point.
C should have been Cylinder for the mighty whale probe. G should have been Grissom for the mighty Grissom.
Well, stay tuned. Well, that episode, I mean, that video focused on characters. There might be another one coming up about ships in the near future.
That'd be cool.
Nice.
Speaking of Sub Rosa, you guys were before.
Don't want to think about Sub Rosa.
We were not thinking about it. We just.
Sorry, I was just thinking. I wonder if Gates McFadden actually tried to refuse to do that episode, because I would have, if I was in her position, I would have said, "This is not Star Trek. I refuse."
Some Trek After Dark.
Anyway, that's
After
that's
Trek.
all I was going to say about that.
I don't know how Jonathan Frakes thought that was a good idea. I mean, he directed the thing.
Well, you have
did he? I didn't know that. I didn't know he directed it.
He did.
Okay.
I was watching an interview with Frakes where they were talking about if he ever refused episodes or whatever for directing, and he said it was just in the rotation, so they didn't really get a choice of what episode they had.
Well, that stinks.
We heard about the time he cursed out Gene Roddenberry over The Outcast, right?
Oh yeah,
Well,
yeah. Mm-hmm.
What happened there? I'm interested about that.
Well, he had a knockdown drag out with the producers. I think with Gene Roddenberry himself when he wrote the episode, because before he died, his co-star, the Janai girl, he wanted to play by a man. He was going to share an on-screen kiss with a man.
Yeah.
Well, that would make
Roddenberry
sense.
had very little to do with the show at that point.
Yeah. But he still fought with him about it.
Honestly, that would have made the episode so much worse. I don't like the episode as it is.
Well,
I'm sorry. I don't mind watching two chicks kiss, but watching two dudes just make out.
It would have made more sense for the episode, though, Cinnabon.
It may have not got past the censors at that point.
Yeah, there's no way.
If it was made today, there would be no way that they would have a female playing a gender-neutral character.
Anyway, why would he get annoyed at Gene Roddenberry when Gene Roddenberry by that point had nothing to do with it? He was too ill, wasn't he, at that point?
Yeah,
So,
I really don't think he had anything to do with that episode.
I think he was dead by then, yeah.
No, he wasn't.
Oh,
he wasn't, because Frakes called him yellow for it.
I don't think so.
Maybe it was Berman he was thinking of.
I think you're thinking of Berman.
Yeah.
Had to have back. I think he was dead by then.
Didn't they dedicate the
Spock episode?
That was season 4, 5, or 6. We're talking. Outcast was season 3.
Was it really?
Yeah.
Oh.
That was 4.
Oh, that was later too. Never mind.
I'll look it up on
you guys might be right. Hold on. I'm looking this up.
It must have been Berman he was annoyed at.
It was season 5, actually.
Pre-production meeting December of 1991.
And Roddenberry had passed before Star Trek VI came out in the theater. That was December of 91.
Well, I wouldn't be surprised if he just said Roddenberry, but he was thinking of Berman.
Yeah.
Not that big of a deal. I did hear he had a thing about that, though, that you wanted it to be a dude.
Yeah, he did.
It would have made more sense in the context of the episode.
That entire episode didn't even make sense. It was a terrible, clumsy look at gender roles or whatever the hell you want to say.
Yeah.
Trek has never done that stuff well.
They did what they could at the time, I thought.
I didn't think it was that bad myself.
I agree with you.
It was an okay idea. The execution was extraordinarily lacking. They didn't really think out the society for those non-gendered species very well.
I was more interested in them exploring the null space and the entire rest of the episode.
Most of that episode was null space.
Excuse me.
I'm gonna go check the weather. We're supposed to have a cherry blossom festival at our local park today, but it's cloudy and rainy.
Oh, it's the best time of year.
Sorry, that
I wish we can get more rain here. Got a little bit the other night.
We're a couple months away from our monsoon season. So.
It's finally 50 degrees here today, so I was happy, but there's still snow everywhere, which is annoying.
It's 80 here today.
Shut up.
I would not cope with monsoon season. I hate
bragging.
Normal rain when I'm in monsoon.
I have to go take my binary clone out to get his haircut, and then I might swing over to the park and go get some like takoyaki or something.
That was a fun time of year.
Yeah, that's great.
What do you mean binary clone?
I take it back. It was only 75 today. Felt like 80.
Still don't need to hear your bragging.
It's a lot better than 48.
I would take the 48 over 75 right now.
11 Celsius right now. How much is 11 Celsius?
40 and below for 6 months out of the year.
51.
Which it has been this year. I've had enough. It needs to be warm out again.
We barely had a winter here. Had one winter storm.
Now you're just being a cyber bully.
One really cold outbreak.
I'm getting a bit down because New Zealand's heading into autumn, and autumn's not as bad as winter, but I love summer, and I don't want summer to be over.
Next week's episode is Dominion. We better see some Jeopnerdy.
I hope so, but I hope they don't totally screw it up. I mean, I don't care if they even make it a different sect of the Jeopnerdy, like they split up like the Changelings did. But I hope they don't. I hope that floating head thing doesn't turn out to be a weird Jeopnerdy. I'd be really angry.
Why are you shocked, Thomas? We had one ice storm and one cold outbreak right before Christmas. That was about it.
I think he's being sarcastic, Professor.
He could be.
Can't tell from text.
We did have a really bad winter a couple of years ago.
Oh yeah, what? 4 days of cold weather? Oh my god.
We had a solid week.
Oh my god.
Freezing. That's a lot for here. We went below zero a couple nights.
Holy crap. For a couple nights?
It's West Central Texas.
Still.
It's not Minnesota.
When you say...
That's unusual for here.
When you say below zero, do you mean Celsius or Fahrenheit?
Fahrenheit.
Okay. So I was going to say below 0 Celsius doesn't sound very cold.
Everyone should get to experience below zero weather for a couple weeks.
Below minus 18 Celsius. How's that?
Okay.
That's
that puts it in perspective. You think?
Try minus 40 something.
Good night, Gorilla.
All right.
Where you go outside, and if you close your eyelids freeze shut.
Mm. I knew someone who had a trip to Canada, and they forgot to dry their hair when they went outside, and they literally had icicles on their hair because they forgot to dry their hair after a shower, and they went outside. And, yeah.
Hey, Sin, go on to Matthew's Star Trek Discord in the Star Trek channel for a second. I got something for you.
All right. Opening.
Sounds very clandestine.
Found it on Twitter. I can't really share it here.
The picture?
Yes.
Are you kidding me? Was that real or is that a Photoshop?
It's Photoshop.
Photoshop. I was going to say.
The guy photoshopped it. I just stole it. I figured you'd get a kick out of it.
I was about to say, wow, Picard season 3 just got better, but
I haven't even seen it, so
I'm not even putting it in a spoiler tag. I thought it was funny as anything.
I wouldn't be surprised if it was there though.
Where are you, Gorilla? Oh, you're not saying it's currently that cold.
No. God, no.
Sorry.
But yeah, I mean, that's like, we get that at least just a couple days a year during the winter. He gets it more because he's out in the friggin' sticks. Like literally.
Which state do you live in, girl?
Hmm?
I was
I'm in the
asking
cities, so it's warmer. And we have the big river valley to protect us.
Oh, so you're in the same state as Cinnabon. I didn't realize.
I wouldn't really call it the same state.
My condolences, Gorilla. My condolences.
Greatest state in the union.
Not even close.
Wow.
Bottom
shitting all over Minnesota.
10%.
I don't know if I'd go that low, but
what would you
give me your state some credit, Cinnabon.
What state would you rank the lowest? California?
Probably.
Yeah.
Probably like, well, yeah, California. But then there's like a lot of those tiny northeast states that nobody even talks about, like Rhode Island. Half the time I even forget that's a state. Yeah, exactly. You should be South Dakota for changing the borders.
Hey, I'm sorry. What will be?
Actually, I didn't even know he lived that far. I thought he was like more central, south central. But never mind. You're just literally in the middle of nowhere.
Well, unfortunately, I didn't win Jeopnerdy tonight, so I can't raise the rank above crewman yet.
Oh, maybe next week.
Yeah, hopefully.
We're all winners here.
But there can only be one champion.
Exactly.
I was going to say, unfortunately, it's not either one of us. Jay again.
Wait, what was your question? I didn't see it. I think those are changed. This one, I think that was a statement. That's not a question. I'm scrolling up. I don't see a question. Repeat your question, and I will answer it.
The answer is 42. It's always 42.
Oh, you're in that corner down by Nebraska. I got lost down there once. I probably ran into you or your stepmom.
We're everywhere.
What Trek game am I going to stream? I don't know if I'm going to stream tonight. I was thinking about it, but I'm really not feeling well. I have kind of a fever, and I probably should go to bed at a decent hour. That's why I didn't stream earlier at all. I wasn't going to stream
10:30. 10:30. Decent hour.
No, decent hour is more like 1 o'clock. Something like that. Because usually I've been staying up to like 4 or 5 o'clock in the morning and getting up 2 hours later, which probably is why I'm sick.
Well, duh.
Could be seasonal allergies too, man. This sucks.
I know. Maybe I'll stream for like an hour if I can muster up the strength. But right now, I'm kind of feeling like crap, and my head might float away.
No, don't push yourself, Slim. Just go to bed, and hopefully you'll feel better tomorrow.
Problem is, when I try to go to bed early, I just lay in bed awake for hours, and I might as well be doing something.
Well, the key to that is routine. If you go to bed at a similar time every night and reduce distractions, then you don't have a TV by your bed, etc.
Yeah, I'm not good at reducing distractions. I like to watch weird YouTube videos at night.
I'm trying to help.
And argue with Professor on Discord.
I have trouble sleeping too, though. But that's what they tell me.
I haven't had a good night's sleep in months.
I wonder you're sick.
Some weird library conspiracy. Probably a book.
You always blame the poor professor.
Libraries are going to be the death of us all.
I just
It's why the Trek universe, they turned them all into computers to stop the fire hazards.
Well, since they have rocks flying all around when the ship gets hit by a weapon,
Those are tactical rocks.
Tactical.
They make sense. They're ballast rocks, obviously.
Fire the photon rocks.
Those rocks were sucked up by the photon tornadoes.
We have cows.
They do.
Oh my god.
What is the time?
I'm going to call it for myself here. Haircut time for the binary clone and lunch. And
I just got one a few days ago.
I gotta get one too. So if you're on my Twitter, guys, I will be if I go out to the park with the kid, I'll take some good pictures. My new camera is a freaking 8K camera now.
Cool.
Nice.
Yeah. So I'm going to be paying for this for 2 years.
You have to be bullied by the priest.
Mr. President, could you put your Twitter page in the private chat, please?
I'll put it in the public.
Okay.
If y'all want to follow me, I'll put it here in the public chat. I'm at Trekker Tokyo.
I haven't got YouTube open. Could you put it in both places, please?
Yeah.
Cool.
You can see the normal chat by in the comments tab. It's next to the private chat one.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. That's cool.
Just a fair warning, though. It's not a safe space, and I do go off on political rants. So if you don't like what you hear, I do hashtag my political rants a certain hashtag. You can just mute that hashtag.
No, I'm grown up enough to hear all sorts.
Yeah, there's usually about a dozen or so coming across my feed every night.
I almost never log into Twitter.
I don't use Twitter very much, but since I know you're on Twitter now, I'll tell you on.
I would have been under the old regime. I wouldn't have lasted 10 minutes. just using
Probably
the hashtag,
not.
I would have been thrown out in Twitter jail. Well, some
Oh, that's why you have multiples.
some nut job decided to try and report one of my tweets, and then I got suspended for all of 10 minutes.
I
did.
still don't understand why PJ's still banned.
DJ's banned?
Yep.
Here's PJ.
Oh, PJ.
Orville
I thought you said DJ.
Orville Nation.
No. Orville Nation.
Oh.
He's been
He's
banned for
chilling
like
for the Orville. That's offensive. So
what, like 7 weeks now, something like that.
Yeah, he's not coming
You-
back at all. He's done.
he's
Well, at least
spreading fake
that account
news
is
about Orville being renewed when we all know it's not.
Orville's a great show, and in fact, what should I be a crewman of? Should I be crewman of Babylon 5 Air Force or Orville Union?
Well,
Which one is
maybe you
doomed?
should-
Which one is
Go freelance.
Professor Yuga?
maybe you should decide that.
Yeah. Hard decision. No, I'll stick with Air Force. I absolutely love Babylon 5. Oops. I opened my door.
So I'm just glad you survived the quote unquote training exercises at the undisclosed location that I had you guys do with Starfleet.
Secret training. I see how it is.
Yeah. Well,
Jeopnerdy.
somebody asked where he was. Thomas asked where he was, and I said, "Oh, he's on the quote unquote training exercises at an undisclosed location with Starfleet." He shows up here, but he lost, so I don't think he was having training
Obviously
sessions.
part of the conspiracy to thrill the game. I'm on to you.
You're on to nothing.
Anyway, guys, I better get going too. Thanks for the games in the chat.
Thanks for the streams. Thanks for the games, everybody. I will catch you guys later.
Thanks for joining us.
Feeding me again
Take
for
care,
another week.
President Tokyo. And I'm sorry, crewman. I still think of you as Mr. President.
That's all right. Maybe I'll run for office again one day, but only when there's a chance of an actual election. I wasn't going to continue to be president without an election.
Maybe you should run for dictator so people can't throw you out.
Well, I was actually thinking of doing the Japanese system where they actually have an election every 20 years because what happens is the prime minister keeps resigning and then it's putting a new prime minister before an election can happen.
Oh.
Yeah.
I didn't know.
It's bad here. It's really bad.
Yeah.
They had
was
one election the last 15 years.
Oh, my goodness.
Because the dudes kept resigning and resigning and resigning. Nope.
I didn't realize that. I thought Japan was a democracy. How
It
wrong
is.
was that?
It is, but the
It's
old
a
people control the country.
overly democratic.
If they would have some babies, then the old timers wouldn't get to make all the decisions all the time.
I know, right?
It's ridiculous.
They're on me to pay my pension. Pay your pension. Pay your pension. It's not for me.
Let's face it, Panasonic runs that country anyway.
I wish they did. Be a heck of a lot better than the Joker in office now. Anyway, gotta go.
Me too.
Have a
See
good
you
one, guys.
Have a good day.
Thanks for coming on.
See ya.
Have a good rest of your day or night or day, whatever it is.
I need to take some medicine too, so I have to go now too.
Well, it's a good time to wind down our stream anyway.
Thank you. It was fun becoming the 39th week champion. And we'll go for 40 next weekend.
Hope you feel better soon.
I do too. Bye-bye.
I want to know where you were, where you won 39 times.
We should go back and review all the tapes, but John keeps them hidden. So
sure.
He purposely edits out my incredible victories. Which
I
think
have a
is
good memory. I would have
bad.
remembered.
I don't know. I think you're making things up again just to try to make me look bad. And that's the typical librarian thing to do. Bye.
And he
I'll head
runs
out, too.
away.
See you guys.
Thanks, Germ.
See you later. Thanks for
Have a
coming
good
on.
night.
And everyone out there in the chat still, thank you for joining us tonight. And we look forward to seeing you again next Saturday at our usual time.
Have a
Catch
good
you
night,
later.
everyone.